Hello and welcome to Soul Babes Craft and Creations. I am Louise and today, well, I'm a little bit late and I want to apologise for that. Unfortunately, again here in the UK, we are going through another heatwave and it's been very difficult to do any recordings. I managed to, on Sunday, record my Sunday and Monday and Tuesday video. And then it got so hot, I couldn't breathe. As you can tell from that video, I was coughing quite a bit because this time it's very dry heat. And literally, it was taking my breath away just trying to speak. Well, all week we have had, again, high temperatures in the mid-30s during the day, from literally as soon as the sun rises till on midnight every night. The temperature has been in the 30s to the mid-30s. Well, I am now recording this at 10 to 4 on Friday morning. And it's still very hot, but I mean, it's let me just look, let me see what temperature it's saying it is outside. It's saying that at this time of the morning, we are still 19 degrees C. Now that is copable daytime. A little bit cool on the daytime. But for that to be at 4 o'clock in the morning before the sun rises, it's like, when is it going to cool down? So I'm recording this now, if I can, with the fan. I've had to turn the fans off. I mean, that's part of the reason why I've not been able to record, is because I haven't been able to turn the fans off to be able to record, because they are so noisy, you wouldn't be able to hear me anyway. So I've had to turn them off to be able to record. And it's just too hot to do that. I turned the fan off just before I started the recording. And I'm already flushing because it's that hot. So anyway, right. Let's get this done so that I can put the fan back on. Okay. Right then. So this was supposed to have been my Wednesday segment of the Work on the Whip Wednesday. I'm now sort of all out of kilter as to what's supposed to be what week and whatever else, because last week I couldn't do any recording because of the heat wave, and then we had a dip, and then we had continuation of the heat wave. So it's been a bit beyond what I'm able to cope with. But anyway, so what I drew out 3 weeks ago, possibly more than that, was the Jada in Stitches 2018 calendar blanket, which was the Victorian Victorian Stitch Sampler blanket. I had already previously made this blanket and had given it to my daughter's boyfriend at the time. And it disappeared. With him, basically. They didn't stay together very long after it. Yeah, it disappeared. So I thought to myself, I'm going to remake it. Right, the colours I am using and what I am using is, well, I'm using Yarn Smith Create Aran Weight. So we got that one. Now I have 3 colours. When I made the first one, I was using yarns that I had in my stash. And moreover, it was yarns that had been given to me by my mum, because basically my mum was a knitter. She knits, but she didn't have space to store any more yarn, and had to sort of give up doing some of her knitting for a while. Her arthritis in her hands has got to the point where she literally has difficulty in holding the needles now. So she doesn't knit quite so much. She still does a little bit here and there, but nowhere near the amount that she used to. So basically, she passed all the stash on to me. And it was just after I decided to start doing crochet. So she said, well, you may as well have the yarn. It's otherwise just going to be sitting there. And so I took it. And there was a lot of creams and browns. Not that they're my mum's colours. Mum's colours are blues. She likes the blues. But she'd had a lot of these creams and browns and that, because she was making things for other people that liked those colours. But she had a lot of them. So I used them. They were, to me, scrap yarns, and I was using them to make the blanket with. And it all ended up as creams and browns. So I nicknamed it as the cafe au lait blanket, because of the colours. So, and I've more or less, I thought to myself, well, I really want to make it close to that. So I picked those colours. So I can say I'm using Yarn Smith Create in the Aran weight. And so we have cream, and we have parchment, which is a light beigey colour. And we have brown bear, which is sort of like a mid-brown colour. The stats are all the same. So each one of these skeins is 100 grams or 3.5 ounces. There's 195 meters or 210 yards, and it's 100% acrylic. Cool wash, cool iron, cool tumble dry. Do not use bleach. Dry clean using solvent P, and it's recommended 5mm hooks or 5mm needles. So that's the colours that I'm using. Now, I said when I drew it that I'd probably only do 1 month. I did 2. I had a bit of time to be able to do a bit more, so I did 2 months. So the colours that I'm doing in the months is these 2 browns, and then in between is the cream. Hence the reason why the cream is barely used, but these are already near on finished skeins. So how does it look? Well, this is my one. Now I'm going to show it folded in half, purely because of the size of it. And I've just realised I folded it inside out, so let's do it the right way so that you can see the stitches. So January of 2018's blanket I did in the light parchment colour, and it's called Little Fishes. So it looks like little fishes swimming in the sea. So, and then February's of 2018's calendar blanket was the primrose stitch. So there we go. There we have the primrose stitch. So we have them both together. Now this is doubled. It's double the size of what I was showing. I've done it as, instead of, I think Jada, when she did the tutorial, I think she's got it as 120 stitches across. I've done 180 stitches because I want it slightly wider. So there we go. That's what I have done of that one. Now, I now need to draw out what I'm going to do next, which I am now going to be doing on a spinny wheel. So let me set that up because that's on my Kindle. I've gradually been setting up a few of the ones so far I'm setting up as a spinny wheel. So here we have my work on a whip. You see? Are you going to focus? My work on a whip. Spinny wheel. And let's see what it's going to pick out for me. Right. So it's the Jada in Stitches 2021 calendar blanket, which is the mile a minute blanket. Okay. So that one I did. I sort of did one. I did it as a small baby blanket. Now I haven't got any colours set aside for that one, so I might have to sort of have a think what colours I want to use in it. I have quite a selection up here of colours to use. So I will have to have a think about that. So again, I will say that I will try and do 1 month. If I can do more than that, I will do more than that. But in general, it will just be 1 month's worth. So we will have to wait and see what I manage to do. So, with everything being done for today, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. Love and kindness to everyone. Bye for now, and I'll see you all soon.